asking you to clarify something that was said the first day. You had said that one who is connected to the stream is more powerful than millions who are not. And then when one of the first gentlemen...
Because source energy is the power. And when you are in alignment with the source energy, now you are enacting the energy that creates worlds.
And then when one of the first gentlemen was talking about work, how he'd gone through the process of interviewing for a specific job, and you asked the question, he thought the process had gone well, and then you asked the question very early on, was he in alignment with the people with whom he was interviewing? So for me, the question is, I work in an industry, in an aspect of an industry, in a world where I know how well stocked the kitchen is, and it seems that everybody around me is putting Tabasco in their pie. and I'm just, and so when you ask that question, are you in alignment with everybody around you? I'm actually in alignment with nobody around me, or so it feels much of the time. But I have felt that
But you see, that is a flawed premise also, because in every particle of everything in the universe are aspects that are in alignment with who you are and aspects that are not. And so this is a focusing thing that you're talking about, not a what-isness of others. In other words, to say, I'm not in alignment with that person or with these people or with this segment, I'm not in alignment with that particle of anything, is a flawed premise. The accurate premise would be, I'm choosing an aspect of them that takes me out of harmony with who I am. You see, because the potential for harmony, what we're saying bluntly to all of you is that in every person, in every particle of the universe, there are matches to what's in your vortex. And if you're not finding them, it means that you're not the match to who you really are that you want to be. Because where the conversation goes, if you don't clear up that flawed premise, is others need to be different, or I need to find others who are different before I can be in my vortex. And that just is not accurate. You can be in your vortex because you have the power to focus upon the best of others. And there are good things that match who you really are and what you really want in everyone. So a more accurate statement would be, I'm a lazy focuser. Because we will acknowledge that they might be predominantly horrible. And so it's easier if you're just casting a lazy eye, it's easier to find what you don't want, and harder, as our friend said, to find what you do want. But it's just all about focusing, you see.
I make lists of positive aspects. It has absolutely transformed my experience with so many. And I really feel the extraordinary shift of my vibration, of who I am.
You see, there's a more important conversation that we want to have here, and that is every person who behaved in a way that was offensive or uncomfortable or didn't feel like it was in alignment, every incident like that happened caused you to put a new and improved version of them over here. So now all you're saying to us is, it's easier to look over there than over here. That's all you're saying. In other words, do you hear us when we say, when you're sick, you ask for wellness, and vibrationally speaking, you are weller? So if someone is rude, you ask for them to be understanding, or you ask for them to be in alignment with who they are. And the fact that you're looking back on their current state of rudeness is your problem. You could look upon what you've put into vibrational escrow. How do you feel about that? Many are annoyed. Because what we're actually saying to you is unequivocally is that how you feel is based upon where you focus, not upon what's around you that you might focus upon. Humans have been talking about unconditional love, but what you ask of each other are very specific conditions that are more lovable. You say to your children, You're bothering me. You need to change. You say to your government or to your economy or to your ecology or even to your own physical body. You need to be different, because when I look at you as you are, I don't feel good. And we say it's about the looking. It's not about the looked at.
So I don't have to be, okay, so the original thing was I don't have to be in vibrational alignment with everybody with whom I'm working. I need to be in vibrational alignment with myself, obviously.
And when you are in vibrational alignment with who you really are, you'll be in a vibrational alignment with all of them, because there are aspects of them that are in a vibrational alignment with who you are. In other words, you'll see them through the eyes of Source, and they will be beautiful.
I'll just see the God in everyone.
Or you'll see the step one in them.
Yeah.
This is what is the confusion of all religions. People just can't sort it out. If God or Source is who we say He is, then why would He allow this to exist? And then they just spend all their time outside the vortex trying to decide what aspects of it should be allowed and what aspects of it shouldn't be allowed. Not understanding that Source knows the perfection in the step one contrasting moment. Think about how aligned you can be if you're even loving your step one moment. You like solutions, but if you didn't have a problem, there wouldn't be a solution. Think about that. And the solution is expansion. The solution is futuristic. The solution is what eternity is about. Without a question, there cannot be a satisfying answer. So which part of it is the good part? The question or the answer, the problem or the solution? What part's the good part? Or do we need to separate the good part from the bad part? Why can't it all be of value? And that's really what we're trying to get across here, is that when you love the process, when you love the experience, when you love the contrast, when you love the exposure, when you love the experience, when you love the diversity, when you love the balance, when you love the opportunity for expansion, when you get there, then you never say, I'm surrounded by uncooperative or unpleasant. You say, I'm surrounded by potential. I'm surrounded by the potential to expand. I'm surrounded by God. I'm surrounded by eternity. I'm surrounded by things to focus upon. I'm surrounded by probable, satisfying, not just outcomes, but experiences along the way. You have a lot of platitudes that are so accurate that you speak when you say, the joy is in the journey. You've heard that almost your entire life. But it becomes a sort of sing-songy, the joy is in the journey, the joy is in the journey. What in the hell does that mean? The joy is in the journey, the joy is in the journey, the joy. And people are talking about wanting the joy of the journey while they're focused upon a future outcome and then disappointed that they aren't at the future outcome, so they're not enjoying the journey. You have to make peace with where you are, appreciate what is. And when you do that, then it's just a constant motion forward into more that is delicious. So what did you come to talk about?
I'm just grateful. That was wonderful.
Good.